Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. In this video we are going to learn about different type of symbology that are used for representing different feature layers within ArcGIS Pro. The data that we will be using will be all three types of data: point, lines and polygon. And in this video we'll learn everything that you need to know about the symbology for representing these types of data. It will range from like a simple single symbol to it will be like unique values, graduated colors, graduated symbols, and then we'll also see about proportional symbology. And after that also we'll look after some other extra things like creating a heat maps, chart maps, and then also we'll also look after a dot density and few others properties within the symbology. So without getting delay, let's start our video. As I have already opened my ArcGIS Pro dashboard application, and I have already three types of data: earthquake data, hydro data, so it's the hydrological data of Nepal, and earthquake data, it's the data within the extent of Nepal's boundary that happened from lately for the past 5 years, from 2020 to 2025, and it was downloaded from USGS Earth Explorer. And then we have hydrobasin data, so it has the data from sub-basin level to upper stream and basin level data, and we'll be using these three data to learn about different type of symbology in ArcGIS Pro. Okay, let's start with simple point data, or we can say we'll go with single symbol, so it can represent all point, line and polygon. So if you talk about the point data, so you can click on this icon here, and then a section will appear on your right sides. And in this section you have three part. So it here you can select the symbol. It will be like it has the gallery where you can select different type of symbol ranging from circle as well as other predefined symbol that is available within the ArcGIS Pro system. So let me click one, so it will automatically change here, and you can select any. And after that you go to the properties. In the properties you can change the color of the symbol. So let me change the color, so it will change the color. And then if you look at the mm, size, you can change the size as well. So it can change the color as well as size. And then on the next layers we can also change the color of the shape marker. So you can I mean add multiple like layers within one single symbol. So here in the shape marker you can always change the color. Like I can change this, and you can also create an outline of that as well. So let me create outline. So, and let's create this as white outline. And when I apply, so it will be like this type of symbology for simple. And you can always add more this layer from this option. So you can go here and add symbol layer, maybe marker stroke, and any other symbol that you like, and you can always bring this to the font and then apply. So this is how you can do single symbology in for any type of data ranging from point, line and polygon. After that, let's go with, so I'll go to the default. And another option is you can always like add your own symbol for point data. So you can either add image, or you can also add SVG data. So the difference between SVG symbol and other PNG format or JPG symbol is that you can't change the color uh, in PNG format, but in case of SVG format, you can always change the color. So inside shape marker, you can always select the file. So I have already created a folder where I have added all the data that I have used here. So I'll also add that data. uh, I'll give the link to the data for downloading in the description. You can always go to the link and then download the data. So this is the data I mean symbol that that icon I have downloaded from an open source library. So I'll also give the description in the below. So it's called SVG repo. You can always download many type of symbologies from this website. So this is the website. Okay, so when I apply, so it will change the symbol. So you can go to the, so it will be separated into two like layers. So let me first increase the size. After that you can go to colors. I mean, this has two parts. One is the background and another is the front part. So for the background, let me change its color to white, and then for the front, let me change its color to blue. And when I apply, you can always change the symbology like this. And if you want to add a image or PNG, you can always go to picture marker and then select file. So I have already downloaded another PNG, so I will click and then apply. So you can see the symbol here. Okay, so in this way you can always like create or give single symbol to any so point data. And let me mm, bring to its default format, and let's go with the hydro data. So it's pretty simple. It's almost same with the hydro data as well. You can go to the properties and then always change its color and then width, and you can also change the layering. You can add multiple layers as we did in the previous one, and you can, I mean, get a lot of predefined 2D line symbol from ArcGIS Pro. So you can always select this symbol according to your requirement. And in case of line symbol, you can't have your own predefined symbol. So it's not possible in case of line symbol. And let's go with hydro basin data. So for that also you have to go to, I mean, you can directly go to right click on this and then go to properties. Sorry, you can go to symbology here, and I mean, let's go to the single symbol, and you can click on this and you can go to the properties. You can always change the color and then the width of the outline and click apply, and it will automatically give you the result. And you can always like have multiple layers within this as I showed earlier. So it's pretty straightforward. Also you can add the dash effect as well. So you can add the dash effect like this and then apply. Okay, so this is the dash effect, offset effect, and then caps, joins. These are pretty simple things, so I don't think this is always necessary for you for the beginner level. So this is about the uh, symbology for Polygon. Also, you can directly bring the outline only and remove the fill layer, fill symbology in Polygon. So you can always select also the predefined um, color palette from here, colors from here, and as well as you can always use like hash function. So for that we go to, I mean, you can also change the color of the hash field, so you can change it from picture, gradient. Always you can also select your own picture and it will be filled in this. You can create a pattern, and then let me go with hashed field. You can change the direction of the hatches, you can change the color. So let's go with 180, and the separation of the lines between the hatches and everything. You can do this. So you can always look after this. You can always go to your data and always look after anything new thing that you can do with symbology, and it's pretty simple. So let's deep dive into another form of symbology, that is about unique values. So before going to the unique values, let's go with the attribute table of each data, where we can find unique values or not, whether we can find unique values or not. So if you look at the data of earthquake, uh, if you look after the unique value, we can't see any values that is unique. So I mean, the depth is unique, but also it's, I mean, it's not like a class value or something like this. So let's go with another hydro data. So if you go with hydro data, you can see the unique values like I mean, a label is the unique values, as well as river name or anything, it's all unique values. So let's go with the label values. So go to symbology and then click on unique values, and inside the field one you can choose the label. So it will create all the, I mean, unique values that are within the label. So if you see, it has the label is from 1 to 7, and we can always change the color palette from here. So let me go with this color palette. So if you see, green is the lower label, and then 7 is the highest label of a river in Nepal. So in this way you can always create a unique value for I mean, symbology for unique values that is within the data, within the attribute of the data. And after that, let's go with hydro basin as well. So if you look at the attribute table, you can always see some unique values in here. So if you look at this, so here we can see the unique values is order. So we can set, I mean, unique values according to order as well, or I mean, uh, another thing that we can do is we can set color for each of the values, not based on the class but based on its uniqueness. So each value has its unique attribute. If you see about the area, it has separate area, and sub-basin area as well as upstream area, and everything, it has unique value. So let's create unique value based on like upstream area. Yeah, so it's I mean, useful if you have a few data. So if you have more than 1,000 data, it might take a lot of time for generating unique values. So that was the case why I used, I mean, the label as a unique value in previous one. But let's see in this case what we get with uh, all the data as unique value. It's taking a lot of time because it has a lot of data. So It took a while for me to like get the unique value from this data, so let me change the field as order. Okay, sorry, now I got it. So this way you can, I mean, get the unique color, unique symbology for each of the value that is within the feature layer. So we got the color based on the area of like uh, upstream area, and you see, so it has different color for each of the value. So this way you can I mean create a unique color, and from this color scheme you can always change its color as well. So I think with this we have completed these single symbols and unique values. Now let's go with the graduated color. Okay, now with graduated color, so we'll talk about the graduated colors. It's pretty simple. So it has been always used to show like a quantitative difference in the feature values. For example, in the case of earthquake data, you can always show the magnitude of earthquake based on varying color. So graduated color, so small magnitude will have like light color, as well as magnitude high magnitude will have a dark color, but it will have the same shade of colors, like shades of blue, red, or anything like that. So let's try with that. And in case of polygon also, you can always like show the range of like the quantitative difference of, I mean, population of a country according to the district. So different district might have different population, you can always show that, as well as any relevant data, so where you want to make the quantitative difference. So let's go with graduated color, and if you look at this, you can always see the graduated colors like this as well. So let me change it to like this, so this way you can, I mean, visualize more effectively. So let me go with more and then format so this format all symbol will always change the value of all the symbols. So let me change its size and then apply. So if you see here, so these red are with high I mean, let me change the field to magnitude. Okay, so these reds are with high magnitude, and green green are with low magnitude. So you can see always the range 3.6 to 4.1, and highest is 5.7 to 7.1 magnitude. And if you look at this is the recent earthquake of 7.1 magnitude that happened in uh, Tibet of China. So this way you can always use graduated color for point data, and let me go with graduated color for polygon data as well. So for that you can always go to graduated color and change the field to label. So it has 7 label. What it does is it will create like a range. So it will go from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 7. So it will create its one range. And you can always change the color value. So let me go with blue. So this way you can always visualize which river is like the biggest one, which are the small rivers within the country as well. If you look at this is the biggest river as its level is high. But if you use the single symbol, you can't always analyze this way. So this is a great way of analyzing your data through like this symbology of graduated colors. And also let's go with this data. Also we can also use graduated color in this. So in this case we'll be using like order, so which is the order of basin here. So it has also, oh sorry, you can't use for like so one of the major drawbacks, you can say something like limitation, is that you can't use for those data that's already been quantified, like it has like a value like this. So let me change it to sub basin area. So if you change it to sub basin area, it will i mean give like classes 0.1 to 447, and these are the area of sub basin, and it gives a different color, different shades of color to each of the area. So this way you can use graduated colors. And then let's go with graduated symbology as well. And in case of graduate symbols, what it does is like if it's already point data, it will give different sizes of symbol according to the value that we set. For example, when we have magnitude from 3.6 to 7.1, it will give the sizes, it will the size of these bubbles will change from small to big according to the magnitude. Let me change it to graduated symbol. So if you see this, the small magnitude, the size of the small magnitude is small, and then when you like see, okay sorry, we haven't set it to magnitude. So the small magnitude size is small, and the largest magnitude, the biggest magnitude size is big. So you can always change the template from here. You can change the color as well as outline width, outline color, fill color, and everything that we did on the single symbol earlier. And you can also set the size, minimum size from, I will set from 1 to, let me set it to 30. And also you can change the number of classes from here as well. And histogram, it shows the value of each of the classes. And this, in this way you can use like a graduated symbol for point. Let's go with polygon as well. Sorry, for uh, basin as well. So for the sub basin, you can always like change the color value according to the, sorry, change the size of width of the line based on the quantity, the based on the value. So you can change the template. So I'll change it to blue color and you can visualize it more clearly. So if you see here, you can see the small river have less width, while bigger river have and this uh, bigger width. So let me change its size as well. In this way you can also visualize quantitatively based on the width as well. Earlier we used different shades of color, but in this case we'll be using different width of the line for representing the same value. And after that, let's go with polygon as well. In case of polygon, we can also uh, see. So it will also be the same as we did in case of point. So it will also take the value, and for the small value it will give a small small bubble, and for big value it will give big bubble. So in this way you can use the graduated symbol. And there is one another symbol that's called proportional symbology. And if you try to use like a graduated symbol for this class for the order, it won't show. But if we use proportional symbol, it will show the value for the order. So basically what, sorry, so if you see the small color is for the small value, while a weak color is for the big value. So if you see here, so this value, it's from 1 to 6, and you can always set the maximum size as well according to your preferences. So I'll set the maximum size to 90, I mean sorry, to 50. So if you see this, or you can always drop it to any of your required size. So this way you can like see the proportion of the symbol based on the quantity, based on the quantitative value. So this way you can use proportional symbology. And after that, let's go with heat map. So for that, let me first change the base map to uh, dark canvas. It's good with heat map. And then let me go with earthquake data, and then change it to heat maps. Okay, so if you look at this, it shows the, I mean, heat map is it shows, I mean, occurrence of any activities within that particular special location. So if you look at this, the number of earthquake are maximum in this area. So the, I mean, you can see heat in this area. But if you look at the other areas, here are very low number of earthquakes, so it is light. And in case of here as well, you can see heat shown, because the number of earthquakes here is very high. So if you look at, if I change it to single symbol, so you can see multiple number of dots here and here at this particular places. But other than that, the dots are uh, highly I mean uh, dispersed, so you can't see the heat here. So this is how you can create the heat symbol, heat maps. And after that, let's go with another one that is called chart. So for the chart, what sort of data can be shown as the chart? So if you have the data, like for example, if you have the data of um, uh, men and women in a particular country divided by like district, so you can show uh, the value as chart. And other than that, I think in this case as well we can show the chart. So let me create a chart, and I'll show one as magnitude and another as depth. So if you look at this, you can also analyze. So here the depth of the earthquake is high, but the magnitude is very low. And you can also change it to pie chart as well. So you can always change the colors. And you can use this according to your own preferences, whether it's pie chart or bar graph or stack chart, anything according to your preferences. And after that, let's go with one last one, that is about the dot density. So let's with the dot density. So what dot density does is it draws quantities. So the quantities, so if you look at, let's go with the uh, subbasin area as a quantity. Then it creates a number of dots as a point symbols, and this is based on the quantity that we described here. So sub area, we describe sub area as a quantity, so it will show the number of dots according to the quantity. If the sub area is high, it will show high number of quantities, and if the sub area is low, it will show, I mean, few number of quantities. And you can see here 1 dot equals to 100 sub area, so it does the proportion. So if the area is 1000, then it will show like 10 dots. It's like you can also create dot density. And there was one like symbology that might be useful as well. So it's like based on, so if you look at the hydro data, let me show the hydro data. And inside the hydro data, in the graduated symbol, in this case you can also always like earlier what we did was, in case of graduated colors, there was color difference, but in this case you have like the lower value, it has lower small width, and higher value it has higher bigger width. But what we can do is we can change the transparency of the color as well. So for that you can always change the transparency, and let's go with label, and you can always set the transparency from, you can always set its transparency. So low value will have mm, higher transparency, while high value will have lower transparency. If you look at this, the lower values of river, the lower order river will have very high transparency, so they won't be like seen clearly, but higher value will only be seen clearly. So you can change always the transparency as well. And let's remove the transparency and go to color as well. So along with the width you can always change the color as well. Let me first remove this base layer, as we did on the graduated colors. You can change the color. So if you look at this, the small value, we have like small width as well as green color, separate color. And for bigger value it will have bigger width as well as red color. So you can always use two symbologies like graduated color as well and graduated width within the same feature layer. So with this we have almost completed many things that we can do inside the symbology. I have only like taught you about the 2D symbology but not about the 3D symbology. I'll come with the next video where I'll be showing all about the 3D symbology. So till then, thank you very much for watching, and if you like this video then don't forget to give a thumbs up, and please do subscribe the video so that you uh, get the first notification when I upload the new one. Thank you.